Sir, I stand to support the Securities Law Amendment Bill 2014. SEBI Act of 1992 was enacted for the establishment of Securities and Exchange Board of India with the object of protecting the interest of the investors in the stock market and promote and regulate securities market and matters connected to it. Sir, please. SEBI has proved itself to be one of the best capital market regulators in the world. It has a very important place in the IOSCO, which happens to be the International Organization of Capital Market Regulators. I reiterate, SEBI enjoys a very good reputation in the regulators of the world today. Capital market throws up new challenges, and they need to be met with confidence so that the belief of investors in the stock market is reinforced. This amendment bill has been pending for some time, and I do commend the Finance Minister that he has given it the right he has taken the right decision and taken it up with the due importance it deserves. This bill is in a way a landmark securities law which will empower the regulators to search premises and seize assets. Now, we have seen before also that this recommendation has come about, but never adhered to. There have been scams and there have been JPCs, but this is the first time this is being done. The watchdog now gets more teeth to tackle the menace of Ponzi schemes and regulate them by framing regulations. Sir, there are some skepticism regarding the CIS and the pooling of funds and the registration under 11882. People are a little worried about the ambiguities, and they need to be really be defined so that skepticism is not there. And I feel that those people who are in this business, there is a 11B, which is to review. And there should be something as a sunset clause also, and I don't know if 11B is actually a sunset clause. Because people who want to wind up, they must be given a time to do it. Now, if they are not given that time, then there will be a distressed sale. So this registration, the 11A, the 11B, and the framing of the regulations and rules must be done. So in the last decade, there have been a lot of Ponzi schemes which have mushroomed all over the country. Much has been said, and there's been much said about Ponzi schemes. I was really wondering what Ponzi scheme is. I thought they were con schemes or other schemes where an investor and somebody gives him some sort of, so that he makes an investment which is not real, in the sense, if he is given, like what in 1899 Ponzi came about and he defrauded 1 million by a con scheme. And what he promised then, and all these Ponzi schemes have been named after him, is 10% every week. Now, if somebody is giving 10% every week, it is not possible. He made $1 million out of it, but landed up in the jail. Lots of schemes have come about. But when we are talking about these schemes and which are going to be regulated in the SEBI, they are of 100 crores. Now, I don't know if I can really talk and ask the finance minister, because he is the finance minister, not the SEBI minister, that what happens to the schemes which are smaller in nature and which do not pool to be 100 crores. And can I give you, because all this is happening in the rural villages, and where I come from, there are many, many of them floating around. And it will be interesting to put to this house that somebody with a very innovative and imagination said, and what he bought a land about 200 bigas, or he had a land of worth about 100 bigas. And he floated this scheme where he said that you buy one goat. And the goat, because the goat multiplies very fast, every 3 months they give babies. So he said, in 1 year there will be 10 babies, and I'll be able to give you, and if you invest 10,000, 2 goats, you will get back, in 3 years you will get 100% back. Because he gave, and he floated this saying, these goats multiply so many times, and they give 2, 3 babies, 3 months, 4 months in a year, so that he'll be able to make this. Now, when he came about this, and he made crores of rupees. Now, all these, who is going to govern them? How are they going to be governed? And there are lots of gullible people everywhere who fall for such Ponzi schemes. But there are schemes which they have been so innovative that what they have done is they have put insurance along with them. They have made a packet and they sell that packet, and then it becomes a pyramid scheme where with lots of people and somebody has to get more. This is the multi-level marketing which is going on in the world. There are some countries which have given a legal stamp to it also. Who is going to regulate them? How are we going to really ascertain that they are legal or not? And these have to be also looked into. Sir, having said all this, I want to come back to SEBI. And when I come back to SEBI, I have only 2 things to say. That in the world and the regulators, there's a great debate going on. That there are lots of regulators, even in our country. In US, you have the FedEx, you have the SEC, and they want to say who is superior, who is the super regulator. Now, in India also, there's a debate on this, and the Financial Stability Board recommended an umbrella of regulators, and then the Unified Financial Agency, UFA, got this commission, Financial Sectors Legislative Reforms Commission under B.N. Sri Krishna. Now, I wanted to ask the minister here what he thought about it, because if you have so many regulators, do you think of that there's a requirement of a super regulator, and they should not affect their autonomy as well? Giving them the autonomy, who is going to regulate the regulators? That's a question which has been asked the world over, and because our minister, finance minister, is not just a financial man, but the legal luminary that he has. Somebody like him can only from outside and very objectively look into how and what needs to be done. The other most important thing which nobody has really found an answer in the stock market is the insider trading. Even the most advanced countries, and it was an Indian who went to US, the banker Rajat Gupta, and it was only his 15-minute talk that he was caught, otherwise he was getting away and he had to go to jail. But what can we do and what teeth, and is this good enough that the insider trading can be contained, because this is the biggest problem, not just in India, but the world over. And I think if something is done, it will be a good thing. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Mr. VP Singh.